Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. You talk about this Titan defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Henderson. Buying time to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 57 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Now Moore. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Moore now. That's taken in. It's Xavier Leggett. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, he'll drop to throw. Otten brings it in over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And motioning left, that's Pittman. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Operating from the gun. Moore.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
The Titans at 4-3, a game over 500, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10.
Now Anderson.
Oh, a wide open receiver. It's Harrison.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
To throw is Anderson on 1st and 10.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
Anderson now. Throwing again. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Anderson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Anderson. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Moore.
That one complete to Leggett.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw.
Moore. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Over the middle, Harrison.
And they work this out past the 25. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Now Anderson throwing on 1st down.
That is caught downfield by Harrison.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start with an AFC East battle down in South Florida. Buffalo at Miami. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. The Dolphins looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. A.J. McCarron, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Nathan Peterman with a couple of touchdowns thus far.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Anderson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Anderson. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Anderson on 1st down. Anderson loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Yellow, 22.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's Moore on 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Back to throw. Moore. That is caught at the 7. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now Moore. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Call it a gain of a yard. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Looking to throw. Anderson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 17-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. To throw is Moore. To throw on 2nd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He's on his way. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Pollard, they'll take it up the gut. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Pollard.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Moore now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Anderson dancing to his left. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Titans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Moore. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Anderson throwing on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Throwing on first down. Anderson. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Titans, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.